Perfect. Well, welcome again, you guys. My name is Mickey Pease. I thank you for being here. I will try to keep this short and sweet, so not to cut into too much of your Saturday morning, but I appreciate you all being here. And whoever it was that invited you here, whether it was myself, whether it was another Bravenly brand rep who is currently on the OG team, we just thank you and appreciate you. I know it takes a little bit to block out some time in your Saturday morning, but you're here for a reason. So I will jump right into it. We call ourselves the OG team or the Brave Tribe. We are the founding team of Bravenly Global. So myself and a handful of others were invited down to Florida in September of 2020 when the world was masked up and it was a really scary place. And we got to hear a kind of what I'll be telling you guys today. Our CEO, Aspen Emery, kind of gave us this similar presentation, except 5.5 years ago. And here we are today. So let me see how I can, oh, here we go. Okay. So I do like to share before we get into the nuts and bolts, our Beyond Bravenly Foundation, because I think it's really cool and says a lot about our company, how even from day one, even from September of 2020, when we went down to Gulfport, Florida, our CEO was telling us the why behind it, the heart behind it, and that no matter how big or small the company is, she wants to make sure we're giving back first and foremost. And so here's just a couple of different foundations that we've donated to over the last several years. And it's so fun to see as this company grows, the amount of impact we're making in the donations we're giving back to these different organizations to be, beyond Bravenly. What we can do and serve more people outside of just what we have here. So our company is founded on these three pillars: courage, impact, and integrity. And I'll tell you guys that follows true through all of the things. We'll talk a little bit about products here in a minute. And integrity in our ingredients is the most important thing to us here. Maybe not. Yes, it is. It is because we need products to have a company, right? And we want to have ingredients that we are proud to stand behind, that have the integrity behind the naturopathic, holistic kind of from the earth is kind of what we stand on, and having integrity in those ingredients is very important to us. Meet the founders. So this is new. If you've been on these presentations before, girls, brand partners, you'll see this QR code. Our CEO right there in the middle with the long blonde hair. She just did a Why Bravenly, kind of shared her heart on her own Facebook earlier this week on Cinco de Mayo, actually, and shared, why her and her husband started this company, where they came from. And so if you want to hear it directly from her, go ahead and scan that QR code and that'll link you directly to her Why Bravenly. But you guys, and Brent is her husband, right? The bald guy right beside her, and then a couple of her sons, and Hazel's right in front of them. They are a very family focused, as you can see. They have their whole family here in Michigan that was in my kitchen a couple of years ago. Faith led. They both have extensive experience in corporate world. So Brent actually took over his family's landscaping business at a very young age. And so he ran that very successfully and grew it very successfully for several years. And Aspen actually started in the space just like you and I. She was just a mama nursing her babies in a sitting room at church when somebody reached out to her and said, "Have you ever heard of? Would you ever consider?" And she thought, well, why not? I mean, little old me in the middle of a cornfield in Nebraska, literally. Why not me? And so she took that leap of faith, and here now she is running a 5.5-year-old company, founding, all the things. So since then, I will say, they have gotten rid of, sold off all of their other previous endeavors, because Bravenly is, and always has been, a debt-free company. So they've literally poured everything they have into this baby of theirs, and it's very family focused. The boys, all four of their adult boys now, work corporately here at Bravenly, and they are just it's really incredible. So I could go on, but I'm not going to. Okay, meet the community, you guys. We do more than business together. We do life together too. This was just a snapshot of a group of us who were at conference earlier this year, down on the bottom, and then on the right is just a random event that we did at my house. We had ladies come in from Minnesota, from Illinois, from Ohio, Wisconsin, actually. And we just do life together, whether it's here, whether it's in Florida. I was in Illinois a couple weeks ago. Like, we just travel and do life, and it's so much fun when you can be surrounded with a group of like-minded individuals. Okay, let's talk about the products because maybe you're just here to learn more about what these products are doing for people. So, here's a little bit, a snapshot in a very small dose of what kind of products we have and how they're going to help you. So I will let you guys read that little bio, but essentially all of our products are formulated, like I said at the beginning, with the integrity in mind. We are using minerals, herbs, nutrients from the earth and pairing them together in different ways to not only work synergistically, but also taste good. Our products that you can taste that aren't in capsules are all craveable products, and that's what's making us stand out from the crowd because not only do they work, but they taste good and they're clean. And so we work with a team of naturopathic doctors with our formulation team, scientists, all those things, to make sure that our products work synergistically together. So as of now, our complete product line is synergistic. So you can take this, you can take that, and nothing is going to like butt into the other, if that makes sense. Everything will work cohesively together if you choose. Not everybody is on every single product. In fact, I don't know a single person who was on every single one of our products. But as we grow and expand, we are expanding our catalog, so to speak, so that we have something for everybody, including our new kids wellness line, which launched not too long ago. Um, and gut health is something that we just added to very recently and have been seeing the most incredible results. But we've got stuff from energy and focus, like it says, that is where people are finding that they can replace or get off of the cans that are sold at gas stations that have some less than desirable ingredients in it and actually are causing more of an issue than they're helping. So that's one of the big things that we like to talk about is how we get down to the root cause. And while, like I say, we've got weight management, I always tell people we don't have a quick fix. We don't have that miracle pill that so many people are looking for, but we do have things to help with a lifestyle change in a very clean and natural way. So while a lot of our foods these days are missing out on all of those ingredients that we are used to having before all of their fertilizers and pesticides and things like that, these products and ingredients are helping get your body back to the state that it was meant to be in. And then you find results like weight loss and more energy and focus and all those things. So that is a bit about the products. If you are somebody who is kind of, really interested on more of the product side, I would encourage you to get back to whoever invited you and just tell them kind of what your goals are, and they can make product recommendations. We've got different bundles and things that they can just kind of put together for you and send you a shopping cart with the best way to shop. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. But okay, the tools. So if you're on here because you're like, well, my friend told me that I can actually make money doing this, helping people feel good. I want to know how that's going to work. This is where we're going to get into that. So here are just a snapshot of some of the tools we have available. We have a love I love all the tools we have available. Sometimes for the beginner, it's a little bit overwhelming. So because I was here from day one, I helped create some of these tools and I was there for the implementation. Now it can be a little overwhelming. So if you're in that season, you're looking at this already, like, oh my gosh, where would I even start? Or when you do get started, just know we have a lot available. You don't have to plug into all of it, okay? And whoever you enroll with will help mentor you through where you need to start. So just for a snapshot, we have a training headquarters website. That will walk you through step by step, day by day, what you can do for the first like 15 days of your business. We have weekly live trainings in a Facebook group or on Zooms. We now even have that broken down, and depending on like which rank you're going for, there's even more specific trainings available. We have a customer testimony group where if you're not already in, ask whoever invited you here to get you plugged into one of the customer groups because that's where you can bring people to show them all the testimonies, what's working for people, how they're mixing balance or gold or whatever it is. And then we have what we call an ATM group. So that's for the people like you and I who are building a business that we can bring them in there and we can add them, we can tag them, and then we can share the message of Bravenly. All right, the comp plan. So here's what you're probably really wanting to know. Okay, Mickey, if I do this, how much money can I actually make? And is it worth my time? Yes. If you work the business, it could be definitely worth your time. So I just want to point out the monthly average. This is a snapshot, like you can see, 2025. So all of last year, January through December, at the end of the year, all the books are closed. We go back and take a snapshot of all of the income that was paid out from Bravenly to independent brand partners. So this, you'll see the lows, you'll see the highs. So we're not guaranteeing that you're going to make money, but we're saying what's possible if you do choose to plug in and take our guidance and mentorship and use the systems. This is what's possible. And so one of the things we really love to point out is director, because a lot of people, a lot in today's world would be their lives could be changed or majorly impacted with an extra $500 a month. That would help pay for bills. It would help pay for groceries, gas these days, all the things. And director is one of our first core ranks that you can make that and then some. And it really is not like this big, huge process to get to director. We've got systems in place to help you. We call it the dash to director to help you get to director as soon as you can. Some people do it in a weekend. Some people do it in a month. Some people do it in 3 months. And that's totally up to you and the pace that you go, how coachable you are, how much time you put into it. And then we also point out these leadership ranks more so. So vice president is our first like core leadership rank where you just dive into a whole nother bracket of income and potential. And that means that you're mentoring more people. Um, and that average income is $7,000. And then, of course, your eyes probably went down to the bottom of it where it shows our platinum executive vice president. That is the top of the compensation plan. This is their monthly average, which is honestly higher than a lot of people's annual average. So I say all that just to show you what is possible. And you guys can come in. We've got people come in, they say, hey, I just want to be able to pay for my products. And we've got people that come in that say, hey, I want to replace my income and retire my husband. So show me the way, and we'll show you the way. Okay. Okay. So how do you get started? Whether you're here just looking at products or you're here looking at the income, we've got the start for you. So anyone can shop retail. I don't even put that on here though, because it's kind of silly in my opinion when we have our VIP program where it's $9.99 one time for life. You're going to save 10 to 25% off every order and earn Bravenly cash. So to me, that's just a no-brainer. You're not locked into any kind of subscription, nothing like that. It's you could buy it one time and never again if you chose not to for some reason, but you'll still be saving when you do. Our affiliate program is for the typical influencer of the world where they are sharing different links from Amazon, links from this, links from that, link, whatever it is. They're constantly, they got the TikTok shop, they've got all the things going on. We have an incredible affiliate payout program that is quite honestly the highest paying. As far as I know, I get the TikTok shop things all the time. Like, if you were to promote this, you could be paid this much money on every sale. And I'm like, that's like pennies. What do you mean? My time is more valuable than that. And then we have, of course, the brand partner program, which is what I do, which is what your brand partner, whoever invited you here to watch this, does as well, where you're going to have full access to this compensation plan and the biggest discount off of all of your products. So, let's see. Those brand partner packs come at three different options, and they are, you guys can see the amount of savings. This is triggered for May. This is only this month of May 2026, where you're going to also get a free full-size package of Ignite on the go. And Ignite is one of our, we call it our instant impact products. You can take one or two of these and you're going to start. I only take one. Most people do take two, and you're going to start feeling it within minutes. Just the amount of mood boost is why I take it, that mood support, appetite suppressant, energy. Like a lot of people take two and then they go to the gym and they're ready to get their gym on. Okay. So we have that as a promo this month only, where you're going to get the Ignite on the go packs. You can see it's just a little packet and there's two in there. So when you get started, you have a way to already be telling people, hey, try this and here's my number, because they're going to want to be coming back and signing up for more, and they'll be your first customers. So, three different ways to get started, three different values. Obviously, if you're all in and you're going for that, director spot, that vice president spot ASAP, this legacy pack is really where you want to start, because that means you're all in. You're going to have all of the tools, all of the products to get started, and you're like set for gold. If that's out of your budget, that's okay. We didn't say yes because we had a ton of money up front to get started. We said yes because we needed money, right? So I totally understand if that's not in your budget. These are also great packs to get started with. They'll give you just a little bit of our favorites, and all the tools and resources and mentorship and everything else you need to get your business started. I will say, once you get started, you can't go back and then get this one later. Unfortunately, they're only available upon enrollment because I tell you what, if I could get this one every month, I probably would. All right. So, what's next, Mickey? I'm buying my pack today. What do I need to do next? This is just kind of in a nutshell. We would help you get two people started right away. What are their wellness goals? Who do you know? Does your mom have any goals? Your sister, your cousin, your neighbor? Who's drinking cans from the gas station that you're like, hey, girl, let me do you a favor. This is going to give you the same result, but you're not going to have those jitters and crash in a couple of hours. And it's just that easy. Okay. And then who do you know that also could use an extra couple $100s a month? Who do you know that's struggling to fill their gas tank? Who do you know that's maybe praying when they go to bed at night, asking for some direction, how they're going to get through this next pay period, how they're going to pay their mortgage because money is just tight. Okay. And we have a solution for that. And then once you do that, we repeat. And the next thing you know, you are vice president collecting in those paychecks we just talked about, okay? While making an impact. And you lay your head at night thanking God or whoever that may be for you because you were able to serve so many people. And the messages you get that thank you for introducing them to these products or this opportunity. It is just full circle moment, 1000% worth it from the paychecks to the impact. So thank you for joining us. I feel like I just spoke a mile a minute and I just poured myself some mushroom coffee and I didn't even drink it. So I'm going to go enjoy that. But I thank you for taking some time this morning. Please get back to whoever invited you here. Let them know your favorite part. Let them know what questions you have and how you want to get started, or ask them, what's the best way for me? These are my goals. What do you recommend? Because I know that they would be happy to answer that question for you. So thank you guys for spending some time with me. We will talk to you soon.